Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? It is Monday. Let me change my glasses. The ta-da, 13th of, hi Toya. It is the 13th of May. Okay, I'm going to be able to see in a minute out of one of these pair of glasses. Now, how was everyone's Mother's Day? Oh no, Amber, I'm so sorry that you're feeling sick right now. Wow. Um, I had a excellent Mother's Day. Um, I heard from all of my children, and this past weekend, my son graduated. He's going to be a middle school teacher, and my youngest son's girlfriend um, graduated, and she's in the HR department. So we had two graduations this weekend, and we traveled out of town, and we had lots and lots of fun. Hello, Kate. Hi, Emily. You're not feeling, what is going around? Okay, see, if you all are drinking the water, please let me know so I'll know not to drink that water if you all are not feeling well. We got two people that are not feeling well tonight. Hi, Paul. How are you? So, tonight, hi, Kimberly. Tonight we have our Nanny Entrepreneur Online Fair. Amber says she's got to spend time with her fur babies and got to spend time with her mom, with my mom-in-law, aunt-in-law, and grandma. Okay, cool. So, hi Claylee, how are you? Oh, Amber, self-care is the only thing I'm going to say to you. Self-care. Stress is not good. Go running, do some yoga, deep breathing, veg out on the TV, watch something funny. You know, laughter helps to reduce all of that. Exercise helps to reduce all of that. Find something, hi Keenan, find something that will help you to reduce your stress. But as I was saying, tonight is our nanny fair, our nanny entrepreneur online fair. And we have about 10 to 15 women who are going to be involved in the fair. So I am going to get started, and with my first guest, let me see who. All right, Amber, are you ready? Ready? Let's see. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Mary. Hi, Stacy. Okay, for some reason, uh, Abigail, you need to hit the accept button in order for me to add you in the live. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this way. If it's going to let me. Okay. It says adding. Let
Hi.
She did. Yay! That's you. How are you?
I am all right, just a little nauseous.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
yeah, that's actually an improvement from Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday morning was my Saturday family had a huge family emergency, and it was a very stressful time, and between that and several other things, it just threw my digestive system out of whack.
Okay.
So,
All right.
just still
Good.
nauseous, but getting better.
Well, I'm glad you're getting better. That's a good
Yes.
thing. Glad you're getting better. Okay, so tell us your name, the name of your business, and what service or product you offer, and
Okay.
what inspired you to start this business?
Okay, so I'm Amber O'Neill. That is my business name. My married name is Amber Wilson. I started O Baby Consultation. I'm still in the phases of getting everything set. I really can't start off on it until we close on our house, hopefully next month. Um, I know we're building, and I've been like anxiously awaiting. So basically, what Oh Baby Consultation is Oh Baby is actually a play on my first name and my professional name, which is O'Neill. So instead of it saying O'Neill Consultation, you drop the Neil in it and you put baby. So that's where that came from. My mom actually brought that idea up. And part of well, really the reason why I decided to go this route is that we have I have had so many friends and family members who have done baby registries, and I've
Mm-hmm.
looked at these registries and I'm like, this is a bunch of crud. There's things on these lists that are not necessary. Um, because all these people, I know what they do for a living. I know their lifestyle. I know the way that their house is set up. And so I'm sitting here like, you're adding a bunch of stuff that you don't need, and you're missing this and that. And I mean, I would get to the point where I would take the baby registry paperwork and I would just chunk it into the cart, and I would choose my own stuff. Things that I know that worked because I had been a nanny. And the first time it came to me, my cousin was having her first child, and he is going to be 8 this October, I believe. Yeah, 8. It's hard to keep up with all of those kiddos. Um, and I mean, just a bunch of stuff on there. So it's like, no, I'm going to just do this. So it really came out of seeing all the stuff that was on her registry. Um, as for how I plan to do things, I have a Facebook page already up, and I put out just different pieces of information like car seat safety and how to make homemade baby food. I even have a list of, you know, places that are places or items that I highly recommend. So, like if you go the baby food route, the purees that are already made and you can store buy them, I have a list of the brands that I am very specific about that I trust. For instance, there's one, and I think it was Plum. It was either Plum or Sprout, and they had some sort of issue crop up several years ago, and they immediately recalled the entire lot that was affected, and they would give you vouchers for what was affected. So, I mean, like, I really like it when companies are very transparent about that stuff, and that really earns my trust. I also talk about just, water safety, although not so much on that. I need to get back onto doing that. I've I recently, back in March, did a foster training for uh, babysitters, so I could help another nanny that is going through the foster care to adoption process. And so in order to help her out, I have to go through this program so that I can babysit for her when she needs it. And had some really great information. And one of them was from the TBRI, and it's how to just help kids, specifically children who are in the foster care system. But there was some really great information for just our normal neurotypical children, the ones that we take care of on a regular basis. And so beyond what the Facebook page is about, my goal is to get into people's homes, talk to them, get to know them, see the layout of their house, what their lifestyle is like, what are their hopes, and what are their plans for when babies arrive, and are they really wanting to get out there? Do they want to go for hikes? And just like all these different things, talking about, are you going to vaccinate or not? That's a personal decision, but there are some doctors who will not take you if that's what you choose to do. You can vaccinate, not vaccinate, do a delayed vaccination. I mean, it's really up to you. And then also, there's all of these different childcare options. So just really giving them that chance to see without overwhelming them what is out there for kids, and then tailor making their baby registry off of what I have learned about them so that they're not putting unnecessary items on their registry. So, like when my brother and sister-in-law got pregnant 5 years ago, my niece will be 5 in January. Yay! Um, I actually streamlined their baby registry so that we didn't have a crazy amount of stuff, and they had a super tiny apartment. Like the one bedroom was a loft, and it was a 1.5 bath apartment, so it was really like super tiny. So we had to be very creative with our space. So it's kind of that's where all of that came from.
So you basically want to custom and tailor the family to their needs and
Hmm.
their parenting style so that they won't buy a lot of extras and everything that they purchase is a meaningful and needed and necessary purchase and not something extra just because it's frilly. And I
Yeah.
understand that, and that's a good because you already know that somebody, all the aunts, the uncles, the grandmas, and grandpas, those who are not nannies and not aware of all the stuff that's quote unquote recalled or dangerous for the kids,
Yeah.
they're gonna buy all of it. So
Yes.
make sure that when you just I shouldn't say make sure because you probably already thought this is your business. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm making a suggestion that you um, tell the parents, to get gift receipts.
Hmm. Yeah, gifts receipts are so
So
important.
if possible, get gift receipts so that if they receive one of these gifts that has been recalled or needs to
Hmm.
go back to the store or it's not for their family, that they can exchange it for something that they really want or really need because the baby's going to need Pampers or
Yeah.
cloth diapers.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm a big proponent of cloth diapering. I have 2 videos of me talking about cloth diapers while I'm actually working on the cloth diapers back when G3 was a baby. And then I also have one where I'm making homemade baby food and how easy it is and all that. One of the things that right now the areas that I serve is mostly in the Austin San Antonio corridor and surrounding areas, Corpus Christi and Lubbock, because I have family members in all of those areas. And it
Ah,
just it just makes it more simple because those would be areas that I'm more liable to travel than
so not
not all of Texas just yet.
okay. I'm just being selfish here. I mean, I'm in Dallas, so I was
Well,
just
Dallas. I mean, if I have a place to stay for free, I would
asking.
totally do Dallas.
Was that a hint?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, thank you so much
My
for sharing.
pleasure.
And please put your information, post it
The
in the so we will know what business you have and know how to look you up.
sounds good.
And we have somebody in Lubbock and Austin and what'd you say, Corpus Christi?
Corpus Christi, San Antonio area. I mean, eventually, when I'm not full time nannying and I'm just being a mommy, I will have more ability to travel the state.
Okay. Okay. Well, put your information in the comments so that we'll know how to look you up.
Sounds good.
All righty. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Now let's see. Um, my next guess. Where are you, Miss Kimberly? Let me see. Let me add Miss Kimberly in here. I do believe Miss Kimberly is with Nanny's on the Go. Miss Nanny Kim on the Go. Excuse me. Let me turn this light on. There we go.
I'm looking crazy right now. Hi,
Did I
everybody. I'm getting my hair done before my surgery. I was like, why did she ask me to get online?
Because you said I want to be a part of this.
I do.
But
Hold on, let me see. Can you take that from her? Or actually, let's put her in her crib. We have like babies here. It's not bedtime yet. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're feeling better because I saw you had something going on the other day.
I did.
Oh, good.
Right outside the graduation hall, I fell. The sidewalk was the crack in. One was going down this way, and one was lift up this way, and I fell over this part.
Oh no!
I was in a steady walk, and I was going fast. I was walking fast, so I couldn't break the momentum. And I saw myself going down, and I was like, "Okay, brain,
oh no!
Get yourself in your hands. Skid across the sidewalk with your face." So, hands it was. And when I went down, I caught myself with this wrist and this elbow, and I have a little scab right there. Little boo boo.
Oh no!
But my knee went down. When my hand went down, my knee went down, my right knee. And I think some kind of way it kind of shook my kneecap because it's wobbly.
I'm gonna go in the other room for a minute.
That was Saturday. I can actually bend it and move, and the swelling has gone down. So, yeah, that was.
Sorry. It's on the canister in there. All right, I'm gonna actually go in another room so I can hear you. There's like so much going on because I have surgery this week, so I did want to get on though. So, it's always something. But yeah, no, I saw that you had a fall, and I'm like, oh no, I hope she feels better.
Yes, I do. I do. Good. Honestly, I do. Good. So, tell us about your business.
So, hi everyone. My business is it's called Nanny Kim on the Go, of course, because I'm Nanny Kim. I do a lot of travel nanny stuff. So originally Nanny Kim on the Go was me as a travel nanny and then working as a parent consultant. I do less traveling now because I have the little one. So, but I still travel, but just not as much. But I do get a lot of people that request to have like nannies that travel with them. So sometimes I'll hook them up with different people that I know travel, that, you know, I know their style of nannying and what they do. And a lot of times I've been, I would say, mostly dealing with my consultant stuff. So what I do as Nanny Kim on the Go, as a parent consultant, I deal with parents that actually have to like do some discipline stuff, and they have to figure out how to work with their kids with this, or, you know, they've had some changes and their child is maybe acting differently, and they're trying to figure out how to get their children to do what they want them to do instead of what they want to do. So I usually work with them and the kids to kind of get some kind of stability and to get that, you know, the thing that the parents don't do, which is, you know, consistency. So that's all. As nannies, we're always just like, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. So it's all the time. I'm just like, you know, they listen to me because they know Nanny Kim doesn't change. If it's a no the first time, it's going to be a no the second time. So, you know, stuff like that. But my main thing that I do that I absolutely love doing with and working with new parents is when they have to hire a nanny. I'm a firm believer that I'm not a nanny agency. I don't want to be a nanny agency. But what I do, thank you, little person. Of course, everyone's following me. What I do is they're like, I'm coming with you. No, not right now. So, so funny. It's like trying to hide from the kids, and they're finding you where you are.
You can't look after yourself. You don't know that yet.
there's no hiding place.
You know, Nanny, you cannot go anywhere. Nanny, where are
Right,
you? I see
everywhere.
you. I hear you.
They will find you. They will sniff you out.
They can hear you breathing.
I
So,
know.
are you
It's
trying to?
hilarious. It's hilarious. So yeah, so I was saying I work with the parents and do a lot of consulting as far as them hiring a nanny. So I've had several clients. I take them through the nanny hiring process. So I'm not an agency. I don't have a list of nannies under me, but what I do is I'll ask them, like, as a family, what do you want? As what is your goal that you want your nanny to do? So that we can figure out, because a lot of them don't know, they don't know that there are different types of nannies. There's, overnight nannies. There's, nannies that just basically deal with newborns. There are nannies, so they don't get that. They just figure like a nanny is somebody I come in and I have them do whatever I don't want to do or whatever I can't do. And that's not necessarily, what it is. They don't understand that there are different pay grades for different nannies. They just assume that every nanny is supposed to know the basics of the same thing, and that's not true. There are some nannies that only deal with 3 and up. They only want toddlers. They don't want infants. They don't want to be bothered with dealing with kids in school because they don't want to help with homework. There are different nannies for different people. So I try and work with them to see, like, what is it exactly that you want? Do you want cooking or do you not want cooking? Do you want a nanny / housekeeper? Do you want a nanny / household manager? Like, what is it that you're looking for? Are you a hands-on type of person, or is this your first time having a child and you're just like, I'm more about my career? I've had people that I've talked to, and they're just like, right now, I'm all about my career. I just need somebody to take care of the kids, and I want to love on them once in a while. And then I have some people that are just like, I'm all hands on, like, I have to be there. I want to stay home as much as possible, work from home. So those type of things are things that I find out from the clients. And then once we figure out what type of nanny they need, then I give them a list of questions that they would then go and look through resumes and start interviewing and asking these interview questions to these different nannies, and to kind of narrow down. And once they narrow it down, then they bring it back to me. They'll bring it back to me and they'll say, these are the people that we're thinking of. What do you think? And I'm like, no, maybe, and yes. Interview this person, bring them in, do a week trial with them. Sometimes they don't make it through the week trial, and then they come back to me, they're just like, it was a no after 2 days. So stuff like that is what I basically is what I really, really love doing with my business, is that parent consultant as far as hiring a nanny, because I know what it takes to get a good nanny the first time. And, you have so many people that hire a nanny, they're not a good fit, and they've done 3 to 6 months with them. And now they have to look for a nanny, and this nanny has to look for a new job. When if we pair them together at the right time, which is usually what a nanny agency will do. But a lot of people don't like to go through a nanny agency. A lot of people want to have that hands-on. They don't want to pay that extra fee. They just want to kind of, look through it themselves. They want to be hands-on with it. So they get to have the hands-on with the extra help. And then that's what I do. And I also have, there are a couple of people that they're like, well, we've hired this person. Can you come in and like shadow them or train them for a week? And, just make sure that they're doing what we like. And, if you see anything that needs to be corrected, correct it. So I've had that happen as well. I've had people call me and say, hey, I'm going to interview this person, via phone or Skype. Can can you, come on with us? And then we're all on a three-way, and I get to interview the person as well. So there are some people that they just say, listen, can you just take over and do this? Because we just don't want to. Like, this is just not, we don't have time to do this, but it needs to be done. And then you have those people that are calling me at 10 and 11 o'clock at night. Like, let me ask you a question about this question that you said, So that's really what I do as a parent consultant. That's like the main part of the business, is working with parents that need to hire nannies and making sure these nannies are suitable for them, because there's nothing like a bad match. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you're right about that. My business name, according to the city, is the Third Parent Academy, the Third Parent Nanny Academy and Referral Service.
Mm-hmm.
Agency. I don't want to be an agency, just like you. I don't want to. I like matching people up,
Yeah.
finding the right personality, and I know the family and their personality. So I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
And they want me. Well, do they do this? Do they do that? I said, this is what a basic nanny does. What type of? I do the same thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
What type of? Or if because I work as NCS, I'm in the family and I can tell, okay, this
Yeah.
person will not go for this.
Mm-mm.
Knowing that the nanny that I do, as I do, I know that the
Mm-hmm.
family would be too much for them.
Right.
Because some nannies are very soft spoken and they're very, just
Yeah.
go with the flow. And if you have a stickler that's just, by the book, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not going to match. This is
No.
not going to work out. So you have to screen them per se,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time, and they want it just overnight, and it doesn't happen overnight like that.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Now it's right.
Yeah, it's not an overnight process, and it definitely takes time, and it takes time on both ends. I usually tell people it takes about really about a good 4 to 6 months, because it takes about 3 months to just narrow it down, and then after you narrow it down, then you have to do the process of having them come in and do the home thing. And I said, and that could take about a month. I said, but then people don't realize, okay, if you find a really good nanny, odds are they have a job already. And now they have to let their bosses know that they're leaving. And the proper thing for them to do is to give them a month. Or sometimes people give 6 weeks, but like they have to give them time. So that means you are actually waiting to actually have this nanny come in your house. So it really is a 4 to 6 months process. So you have to give yourself ample time. And a lot of people think it's something quick, but people are coming in your home, they're with your kids, you have to feel comfortable. You have to trust this person. And if you don't feel like click when it first happens, when they first come in, it's probably not the right fit for you. So,
Right.
yeah.
You have to have that right fit. You have to feel it. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
and it takes time to get that sense of discernment, and you
Yeah.
don't do it out of desperation, because a lot of times if you're doing it out of desperation, you're going to get into that family and the money sounds good and the benefits sound good, but it's not going to be a good fit. So
No.
rushing into something and trying to make it fit, you're going to keep going like this, and pretty soon it's just going to blow up. So
Right.
yeah, you have to be very careful about who you place with whom.
Mm-hmm.
And if your gut says they're not the right one, even though you love the nanny, and because I've done that, I'm like, I don't want to put you in that situation. I don't want to set you up for failure, because I know that even though this family is nice, I'm a people person. I'm a chameleon. I can adjust to just about anything.
Yeah.
But
Same here.
everybody's not a chameleon. Everybody can adjust to, okay, I need somebody that's straight and narrow, or I need somebody that's happy go lucky and free and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
goes on. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I,
totally. And then you have different people that have different hangups. So even like with one of my clients, she was just saying that like, you know, the kids, one of the kids got sick and they thought it was because of one of the nannies or whatever, because nanny has allergies. And I was just like, listen, that's not something you get rid of a person for. Like they don't know, they're new, they don't know. Or like different people will ask me things and they'll say, well, they did this, is this normal? Like the person took a nap when the kids were asleep, is that normal? Well, it depends on how long have they been there, how long is their day, is this something that they normally do? And come to find out, it was like the kids were on spring break and the person doesn't normally watch the kids all day, and she's been there all day for the whole week. Well, yeah, she probably is tired. She's not used to a full day. If as long as she's in earshot of the kids, let her have a couple of minutes to rejuvenate, because I'd rather her rejuvenate however she needs to than for there to be an accident. If the
right.
person has allergies and they're not washing their hands before they touch the baby and the baby gets sick, guess what? There's a known factor. Even when you go in the hospital, they'll tell you, like, if you go in the hospital, every couple of feet, you'll see the hand sanitizer everywhere. You know why
Yes.
they do that? Because people in their head, if they see hand sanitizer, they automatically feel dirty. And they will sanitize their hands every time they walk past there. So I was like, get you some hand sanitizer and put it all over the house like OCD-ish. I said, I guarantee you will not have that problem anymore, because she'll sanitize all the time just because she sees it everywhere. It's just a normal thing. And she was like, oh, well, I never thought about it that way. They don't have that problem anymore. I was like, if the person has allergies, offer to get them allergy medicine and just say, the doctor said we have to do this. So, and make it a we thing so that everybody is doing the same thing and not just that one person. And I said, and when they look at it that way, they'll know when I come in the morning, hey, I need to wash and sanitize, and I need to make sure that I have my little allergy medicine and I'm good. Then you won't have that problem anymore. If that's the only problem you have and everything else is great about this person, do that and you're good. Like if the person is only there for a week and they're only like spring break is 1 week, let them sleep for an hour. Leave them alone. If everything else they doing is fine. So stuff like that, I get like, people ask me stuff like that and they'll come to me about it. I'm just like, just eliminate problems that you just don't have to have. You know what I mean? As long as the kids are taken care of and you guys get along, work everything else out. So
Right.
yeah. So it's good. I like what I do.
Even if I have a babysitting contract. If I'm going to a house, I have a babysitting contract. I don't care if it's a one time or if it's like a page and a half. These are rules, period. If you have basic rules and you say, I don't want you to do this, you're welcome to that, we're going to put it down. And we're both going to sign it. And I'll give you a copy. I have a copy, so we both know what the rules are. And we have a problem.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Your baby is calling you. So
I agree.
I will let you go.
I was about to say my baby is ready for bed.
Yeah, baby.
She like, it's 8:30. It's 8:30. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And thank you. All right, thank you.
All right. Bye. Bye, Patsy. I will. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. Every time I touch the screen, it seems to get darker. Okay, there's my light. Now, Miss Chevelle, I know you have to go to work tonight, so I'm going to call you in next so you can share with us. Let's see. There she is. Oh, you still got that beautiful hair.
Hi, sorry. It's a little dark
No,
in here.
no,
I
you're
tried
fine.
to turn the light on. Can you see me okay?
Yes, can you see me okay? Because every time I touch the screen, it kind of goes darker and darker. You know how you can light your screen up by touching it when you take a picture?
Yes.
Well, we the video. Every time I touch the screen to let somebody to tap somebody in or tap somebody out, it's like it gets darker and darker. So I'm trying to tap it so it's lighter and lighter.
Oh,
So
no problem.
there it is. All right. So tell us your name and your name of your business, your services that you offer,
Mhm.
and why you decided to go into business, do that particular business.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Chevelle Frederick, and I am the owner of the Baby Help Newborn Care Services here in Dallas. Um, I help families with newborns and do overnight NCS or newborn care specialist duties. I usually go in when baby is anywhere from just coming home to maybe 4 weeks old or so. I like that's my favorite time to start. And help them get sleep coaching their baby to sleep longer through the night, and also helping families with whatever they need. Um, and why did I get started in this? Well, obviously, I love babies and families. I really do love helping parents um, acclimate to their new baby. I also do a little bit of sleep training, um, but I prefer 0 to 6 months. Um, for example, I just finished helping a family that's not too far from where I live for 4 nights with their 4.5-month-old sleeping through the night. And I'm happy to report she slept 9.5 hours after she wasn't sleeping any hours. And mom and daddy were just like, help. And I just checked with them because last night was my first night that I didn't help them, and baby woke up once and she slept all the way through the night. She's 2 nights in a row, so happy about that.
Yay!
Exactly.
But
So,
my idea, and I know this goes probably against every NCS's guidelines,
mhm.
but it's just my personal feelings that at 4 months old, they're starting to roll
Yep.
and they're starting from back to tummy, and that wakes them up. And people say it's the 4 month sleep regression. Well, they're growing and their bodies want to do more, but their brains, well, it's like my brain says I can do more, but my body says not yet.
Yeah.
And it's a war between the body and the brain, and they don't know what to do. And it's frustrating to whoever is taking care of them, whether it's the NCS, the grandma, the mom, the dad, whoever. It's very frustrating because they'll roll over and they hit their head against the crib, and then it's a big because it's a startle effect,
Right.
and it's the middle of the night, and then some babies, they don't just go right back down.
Right.
They wake up, they scream, and then it's like, no, it's time to play. So you're
Right.
up a couple of months, not a couple of months, a couple of hours trying to put baby back to
Mhm.
sleep. But that's just my humble opinion
Right.
about it.
And
So
that's exactly what happened with this baby is she was doing, I call it donuts because she was spinning in the entire bed. Like she used every single corner of that bed, flipping all over. And the funny thing is, by night 4, she had learned to roll over and flipped over and started sleeping on her tummy. And that's when she started sleeping through, much longer hours. And so I find it as my duty also to help parents understand why babies do that, why they are kind of exactly what you said, their brain is telling them one thing, their body is doing another, and to kind of help parents see kind of the common sense of, well, A plus B equals C, and it makes sense for baby to be able to do that. And then kind of, the light bulb, you see the light bulb go off in their head, like, oh yeah, okay. And then they can kind of, all of their fears of, well, is she gonna sleep through the night? Is it okay if she rolls over? All those things kind of get calm, helps calm them down. So yeah, I checked on baby. I text mom. I always try to text my families when I'm done within the week that I'm done, to make sure that baby is doing okay. To follow kind of that follow up. I feel like that's a
Right.
professional thing to do. So yeah, so she's doing well. So I'm off to start my new baby tonight, for the next 5 weeks. I have a new baby starting in
Ah,
about an hour and a half.
okay. Well, we will hurry up. But I just wanted to ask you one question.
Mhm.
Uh, which you said you prefer them at a month old, around a month old. Why at a month old?
Well, I prefer them actually right when they get home. Um,
Oh,
but but within that first month, because
okay.
within the first few weeks, you're going to be just establishing their feeding habits, making sure that they are eating enough, making sure that they are not having any other issues like tongue ties, um, or mom's not having any problems with latching or anything like that, because then once those first couple of weeks are over, then they can start sleeping longer. They've gained all of their weight back from birth. Um, Hopefully, I have convinced parents to have them sleeping in their crib for all of their naps and at night. Exactly, because some parents don't want that, but hopefully I've convinced them to do that. But that's when we start seeing any kind of irregularities and any, strange patterns, and we can correct them
Right,
right up front. And so if I can see that
right,
from the beginning, it's easier to understand the baby's personality versus starting at like 2 months and I don't have any history of what's happened. So I like to start
right.
within those, 0 to 4 weeks, to help understand why baby is having the behavior that they are, and then help parents, help guide parents and help them understand why baby is doing certain things at a certain, um, at a certain period. So that's why it's my favorite.
Yes. I like the 0 to 1 to 2 weeks period, so I can see again how mommy is latching, how she is, especially now that I've taken that lactation educators. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
a whole new no, oh my gosh.
yeah,
I did a sleep consultation a couple of weeks ago, and I'm thinking it was just going to be sleep. I go in and figure out a schedule, figure out the child what he's doing, and I ended up getting all these breastfeeding questions, and I was like, yes, practice. What you know. So
yeah,
I,
yeah.
she tested everything within me. And I
Everything
was
makes
like,
sense and it clicks from sure. Yes.
it made sense. It clicked. I was remembering those videos. I was remembering I said, okay, now I highlighted this in my book. Think, Angela. So
Right.
it was like literally having an exam, because that's how many questions she asked me about breastfeeding. There
Yeah.
was one thing that she asked. I said, you need to go to an IBCLC, which is um, a board certified
Mhm.
lactation counselor. I said, now
Mhm.
that question I can answer for you, but it's um, out of
Scope.
my scope. So I'm not going to
Mhm.
answer that question for you, because if something happens, you're going to come back and blame me. So
Right.
here's a card for someone that you can call, and any questions I
Right.
didn't answer for you, you can ask them. So I
Right.
do stay in my lane, but
Right.
it was so, oh, you talking about a charge, a stimulation. I was like, yes.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, I started that early because, especially with twins, I get to see the
Mhm.
differences between the two of them, who's
Yeah.
eating, who's not. It's just so important to know that from the beginning, because moms have that, what they call mom brain, and they
Mhm.
forget things. And then something will happen. Oh, they did that. And you're like, really? Seriously? And it could be something seriously wrong. And they didn't know it was something seriously wrong. And how long has this been happening? Uh,
Right.
it, you need to be there. I like being there from the beginning, because I get to see what's what. because you don't get the whole story of a baby in 4 days.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You have to, and that's what I had to explain to my client is, I will do my best to help you. I will do my best to give, to help um, progress her along as much as possible, but there's no guarantees. Um, and I liked that I was able to do 4 nights in a row. Normally I have a day off in between when I have longer contracts. But since I was able to do 4 nights in a row, it was a little bit easier to get baby more consistent and make sure that she was consistent, because sometimes parents give in or, they their goal is one thing, but they actually do another where, and it kind of, takes you off the rails. But it was much easier when I was doing 4 nights in a row and I can make sure that she had consistency and then I can show parents. And when you're consistent, that's when you're going to make some great progress. So, um,
Right.
it's important. I see Stacy has a question there about my feelings about bed sharing and co-sleeping. And it's when I'm there, I feel like it's important to get baby sleeping and used to their crib. Lights out, sound machine on, uh, room darkening, blinds or curtains as dark as it can possibly be because it sets the tone for sleep. And so, for as far as bed sharing goes, to each family their own. I'm not here to judge them on what they should and shouldn't be doing unless it's something dangerous. If that's what works for their family and they're not, putting baby in harm's way so that they can get, they're setting them up for suffocation or anything like that, like in their bed, then that's up to the family. If they have a newborn and they have like a co-sleeper that they can pull up to the bed that keeps baby in a nice firm um, surface, kind of so that they can have their own space so that a parent isn't accidentally rolling over on them or anything like that. While I'm not there on duty, then that's their prerogative. That's not for me to judge on. But when I'm there, and if they're asking me what my opinion is, then I'm like, I think babies do the best when they are in their own space. My
Right.
clients luckily, I've had great, amazing clients, usually moms who have to go back to work. And so they are more inclined to get with the program, so to speak. Because they have to be
So right.
right, because they have to be functioning. A lot of times, most of my clients anyway, they're working moms and they only have a certain amount of time that they have off. So their goal is to get baby sleeping through the night. So I don't have a lot of kickback. And some, questions on, well, you sure this is okay? Or can you explain to me how to do XYZ a little bit better? But for the most part, they're like, look, time's ticking. I have to go back, and this baby is trying to get them to their goal. So,
Right. Right. And that's my goal. And I tell them, I said, you have to go to sleep. I mean, you have to go back to work. It's my job to get your baby to sleep as long as possible. Well, my
right,
my friends were sleeping for 12 hours at 12 weeks. I said, that's your friends' children. And it
right,
depends on their children are doing during the day as to how they are sleeping at night. If
right,
you don't follow the program during the day, it's not going to work as well for you at night. And if
right,
I come over and well, they were tired and I was tired, so I just put them down at 2 o'clock and we didn't get up until 7. Well, you
yeah,
just let that baby have a 5 hour sleep, not a nap. But
mhm,
it's like, okay, so if that baby is only sleeping 5 hours at a time and then they're up for 2 hours, by the time it's 11 o'clock, they're ready to be up
right,
and they're not ready to go back to sleep. So
right,
with the
right.
program, a lot of parents don't like waking the babies up during
Yes,
the day.
yeah, yeah,
But it's important to wake them up during the day because if you want them to sleep longer overnight, they need nutrition.
Right. They
They
have to
got to
eat.
get calories in.
That's right.
Got to get that. So
But it all
anyway,
works
I'm gonna
together.
let you go so you can go to work.
Okay.
And congratulations on your new family
Thank you so
and your
much.
success and the success with your family that you just finished with your sleep training.
Thank you so much. I
So,
appreciate it. Thank you, Angela. Have a good night.
all right, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Now, let me see if I can get Miss Patsy to come in. Here she is. Miss Patsy, are you ready? Let's see if we can get her to come in and tell us about Ever. All right. Is she coming? Okay, do you have earphones?
Should I put my earphones in?
Yes, I'm echoing.
You sound fine to me.
No, I hear myself in your feedback. And you can't hear it, but everybody else. Uh-oh.
Headphones.
Yay. Okay, no more echo.
All right. Is that
Thank
better?
you. A whole
Hi.
lot better. Because I would have been getting messages echoing, you're echoing, you're echoing. I'm like, I'm sorry. So,
Sorry, my lighting's really bad in here.
oh, well, that's fine. My lighting's bad in here too.
No,
So
honey, I can see all of you, okay?
we'll be in the together.
How are you?
I'm
Hey,
good. I'm
Kim.
good. I'm good. So, tell us your name and the name of your business and what products or services you have and what made you decide to start that business.
Okay, so first of all, my name is Patsy Andel. There we go, that's better. So at least you just came in
Yay.
from work. I'm still in my work clothes. My name is Patsy Andel. I've been in the nanny business for 25 plus years. And
Ooh.
yeah, I've been around for some time. I have kids who have children of their own.
Me
Nanny
too.
kids, yeah, yeah. So let me give you a bit of a backstory. So
Okay.
I always wanted to give back to nannies in a way, but I wasn't quite sure how to do that. And so it just so happened that I used to babysit for a lady on the weekend. And, I'll always have her daughter, and she'll go off and do something, and then she'll come back. And, she was always busy doing stuff. And then one day she said, I need to tell you about what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay. So she told me about this company that she worked for, and she said, I think you'll really be good at this. So I'm like, okay. Um, yeah. So she said, I think you'll really be good at this. Come to a meeting. Come to one of our events. So I went to one of our events, and it turned out to be, it's a skincare and beauty company by the name of Ever, Ever. And I think the first thing that just kind of blew my mind about them was it was a group of women supporting women on a level that I have never seen before. It was just so empowering just to look around that room and see women of all walks of life, all ages, from all parts of the US just coming together to support each other and help each other grow in this business. And that kind of like stuck out in my mind. But then I had to think to myself, okay, can I do this? And what am I going to get out of this? And this is pulling me really out of my comfort zone. But then I had to think, like I said, I've been in nannying for quite some time. But I was always concerned about when it's time for me to retire, what happens? When it's time for Patsy to retire, what is she going to do? What is she going to live off of? How is she going to make ends meet? Because these knees are starting to give out. I can't run after that 2-year-old like I used to before. Okay, let's.
I just thought about that when I heard this past weekend. I'm like, I'm so glad I work with babies. They can't move. They can't move without me.
I know, right? Okay, do I go back and work with babies? But yeah, I cannot run after this 2-year-old anymore. I'm like, stop! I can't do it. I'm not gonna play myself. I cannot do it anymore, Angela. But but it's like I had to think, what am I gonna do when it's time for me to retire? And I thought about it for some time, and then I decided to delve into this company, and I have been with them for about a year, and it's the best move that I have ever made. Number one, it really pulled me out of my comfort zone. I've met so many people. It's like it's unbelievable. It's like I'll have like cold sweats, just having to meet people. But it was a really good thing for me to do. So basically, that was my backstory on why I decided to be a specialist with Eva. The other thing was it triggered in my head a way of giving back to the nanny community: self-care. Self
Very.
self-care.
Yes.
And it triggered, it
That's
goes,
so important.
oh my God, self-care. That's what we all need. We give so much of ourselves and we spend so little of the time caring for ourselves. I'm like, this is perfect way for me to give back. So I have events and I invite nannies and they pamper themselves. We have mini facials, we do masks, we do creams,
Wow.
we do all that kind of stuff. And I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, if they purchase, that's great. But for me, it's just them having that experience, and just be like, oh my God, look at my face. I look so good. Where are my wrinkles? Where did it go? What is in this thing? I want this. Just the excitement. I kid you not.
Yeah.
I kid you not. And to me, that is my satisfaction. We spend
Yes.
maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours just, cleansing your face, putting on creams, and just in doing that, that to me is just so rewarding. And the thing is, I've never been a skincare gal. I grew up a tomboy, but like using
Me
these
too.
products, yeah, I'm such a tomboy, it's not even ridiculous. And I was very
I have
wary of,
more t-shirts in my closet and jeans than I have dresses. Period.
hello, hello, I could so
Like
relate.
this
So,
amount of
so
dresses, this amount of t-shirts.
yes, I know. It stresses me to get dressed up. Okay, if I have to get dressed, like, oh God, it's stressful. I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of gal. So I never really took care of my skin. It was not a big deal for me. But since being with this company, I've taken the time out to take care of my skin. And I've encouraged other ladies to do that too because they have clearly seen, the difference in the results when they have done that, when they have. Yes, yes, Kim, you were
I
the
hear you,
wrinkle.
Kimberly.
I thought you was putting someone to bed.
I know, right?
Yeah,
We was talking about that.
I mean, because the results are, you get instant results. I mean, for the best results is like over a 30-day period, but like when you do the mini facial and you use the eye cream, you see a result. you know. And I've had ladies from like in their 20s up to like in their 60s who have used the products, and they've definitely seen a difference, you know. And I think that's what I love about it. I mean, the other thing that I absolutely love about it, because I know I have extremely sensitive skin, there's like
Oh, me
11,
too.
yeah, yeah, I host these events everywhere. I mean, I'm based in New Jersey, so I have them in New Jersey and I have them in Brooklyn. I went as far as Pittsburgh, which was I had the time of my life because one of the ladies who bought from me from Nanny Palooza, she said, "You have to come out to Pittsburgh. I've been telling my friends about you. You have to come out to Pittsburgh." So I went out to Pittsburgh and I did an event with a bunch of ladies out there, you know. So I go wherever I can get a plane, train, bus, you know, wherever to you know, to host events. And because it's so needed, you know.
Do you?
So huh,
Would you come to DC?
of course I will come to DC.
Okay, well then we need to talk after this is
we
over.
would we
Okay.
listen, we could definitely talk, okay? Because like
Oh,
I said, that's what it's all about. And that's I find so much joy in doing this, you know, just taking that little bit of time for ourselves, and having that self-care, you know. But one of the other things that I wanted to say really quickly, like we have like a never ever list, which is basically like in the US there are like 11 ingredients is banned, that are suspected of, and I have to read here to make sure I get it right, that's suspected of links to cancer, genetic mutation, reproductive harm, or birth defects. There's only 11 banned in the US. In the European Union, there are over 1,300 that are banned. We go by the European Union standard. Yeah, I know.
wow.
So that's the
See,
standard.
I'm sorry. You need to have her at one of your traveling Sunday socials. I'm already on it, Emily. Thank you. I already, uh, Emily can read my mind. Seriously. There's about three people that know me well enough to read my mind. Emily is
Okay.
one of them.
You know, and
Yes.
that's what it's all
Yes.
about. Central Texas, I can be there. We just PM me and we'll you know, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can set up.
Hello, Dallas. Girl, you got me making up songs over here. I feel like I'm a nanny again.
But I mean, you know,
Always have for a nanny. You always have to have a song
yes,
change the mood. So yes, but yeah, I have very super. I've tried several different products, and I don't like to offend my friends. And I go to these parties, and and it's like, oh, we got the mask, got the this, but we're gonna start with the cleansing. And usually, the first thing that I put on my face, if my face does not like it, I get like breakout in hives, and
yeah,
my face gets red, starts stinging, and the more it stings, the redder it gets, and I feel like I'm
right,
raw. I've been to
yeah,
like 4 or 5 different, and they're like, well, ours is different, and this is hypoallergenic, and this is all natural. I have food allergies, and if it contains some of those ingredients or mimics some of those ingredients, I am
yeah.
going to have a reaction to it. So when they asked me, what do you use? I said, a warm, wet towel. And I washed my face
Yeah,
and I'm good. I said, I have no breakouts. I have no acne. I have no
yep,
pimples. I do have marks on my face from when I had the chicken pox when I was 3 years
right,
old.
yeah.
But my skin is just that sensitive
Mm-hmm.
where I can't do just anything. Now, I love the looks on the ladies, and I'm like, how come
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
can't do that?
And I,
That's me.
yeah,
So
and I,
I put on lipstick, and that's it. That's why I don't wear makeup, because a lot of makeup, when I take it,
yes.
I put it on, it's fine. After about an hour or so, my face starts tingling, and I'm like, oh
It's
my goodness, what do you have in you that is causing? And then by the time I get it
yeah,
off me, my whole face is like inflamed. Now, good thing is if I put some little cold packs on my face, it kind of decreases all of that and it kind of calms my face down and I'm good.
Right.
But
Yeah.
ooh, I tell you, these little fat cheeks right here don't like a
I
whole lot of
know.
stuff.
But it's funny. It wasn't until I realized like the products that were banned in the U.S. and in the European Union that it could. It's like, oh, so maybe that's why I was always breaking out because I was using stuff that really wasn't good for my skin. You know, it's like
Yes.
the first time I tried the makeup, I'll never forget it. I put on the makeup and I literally sat there waiting for a breakout. I kid you not.
That is so me.
Yeah, I sat there
That
and
is
uh
me.
and my friend who was my mentor, she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting to break out." And she said, "Okay, continue waiting." And I waited. I waited till tomorrow. I went home with the wake up and I'm still waiting, you know. And I'm like, whoa. You know, and I remember sending a picture to my kids. And I said, your mom has her makeup. I said, yeah, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. But like, it's so natural and it's just like, it doesn't like cake your face. And it was just, now when I'm going out, I could slap on some stuff and I'm good to go, you know? Um,
All right. Then I need to see you then because I haven't
definitely,
worn in 20 some odd years.
I hear you. I can PM me. We'll go over we'll go over the details and
Yeah,
you
ma'am,
know
I
so
am.
so
I
basically
am.
that is what I'm about. I'm about giving back, especially to the nanny community, and you know I'm not gonna put my name to something that doesn't work for me. I don't believe in doing that, and you know I feel I have personal development in this in doing this is just like been such a blessing for me, and I kind of know that I'm on the right track in giving back and helping, and at the same time putting a little money in my pocket, you know, but like
All right down.
okay. But I still have a long way to go, but I'm happy in what I'm doing, you know, and with the support of that I get from my mentor and from the other ladies is just like it's just like so awesome. So once again, for me, ever is the way to go, and I am willing and to share it with every and anybody who you know who wants to give it a try. So that's what I'm all about. I mean, I could talk forever, but I think I need to stop. So,
Well, I appreciate you coming on
thank you for
and
having
talking
me.
with us and about Ever. And I will be getting with you to tell to talk to you about a couple of projects that I have going on. Uh,
Okay,
and
and I'll share my link in
I
the
told
bottom.
yes, please put your information on there,
Definitely
and
will.
so we will know how to find you, and so
Yes.
we can get the hook up with the makeup. Yes,
And the skincare,
and see.
we like to say for great you got a great skin for great makeup. You know, like it's not people like to mask what they have with makeup, but we like to make sure that your skin
Right,
is right first, and then you could put the makeup on and look even twice as good.
go girl in Z formation. I love that. I'm sorry. I
Thank,
just can't. I, it's just me. I like being happy, so I like having fun. But I want to say this to you personally because last week I talked about it. Comfort zone. I'm so glad you came out of your comfort zone. One of my
yeah.
friends, right before I started Ask the Nanny, one of my friends gave me this little, like an 8 by 10 little wall plaque that says, "Nothing good has ever come uh, out of out of the comfort zone." In other words, once you get in your comfort zone, you're gonna stay right there. And this is all. This is
True.
your box, and you stand inside your
Yeah.
box. When you step outside the box and you take a risk and you put yourself out there, is when things start to happen. You
It's
grow
so true.
and you
Yes.
a whole nother. person that you never knew was inside of you. It was there
I
all the time.
know.
But like, who am I? What? This is not me. I don't act like this. I don't do this. I don't go out and talk to people.
But it's
Um,
so true.
I applaud
I
you for coming
thank you.
out of that comfort zone and finding something that you're passionate about
Yeah, yeah. It's just my way of giving
and finding
back,
some
you
retirement
know.
too.
Pardon?
I said, and finding some retirement money too.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
I'm just saying.
No, 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 no. But it's so true, you know. And the more ladies that I can help, help along that way as well, then you
Yes.
know, I
And
would love to do that. One last thing I'm gonna say is that the big when I signed up to do Nanny Palooza last year, and I remember saying, Sue, I want to be a vendor. She goes, yeah, sure, yeah, we got you. And I remember saying, what did I just do? What did I just do? Did I sign up to be a vendor? That was like, but what? What did I just do? Am I crazy? But that, Angela, was my leap of faith. That was my leap of faith
and
and really coming out of my comfort zone and just being in front of so many ladies. It was petrifying, but at the same time, it was so rewarding, you know?
yeah,
And
I was there with
I'll be back
you,
again this
and you
year.
did a great job. I mean, ladies were coming by. Can I use your mirror? Let me see what you got over here. Oh, 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 oh.
Retouching.
That looks good on me. Oh. And then when we went out to dinner, I said, I said, look at y'all.
That's what it's
Now
all
I
about.
couldn't because I was like, I am not going to the Mary Kay table. I am not going to the Eva table because I know my skin, and I am not gonna get on camera and say, "Hey, welcome to Ask Nanny" with all these blotches and things.
I understand.
Girl,
Yeah, I
you wait
know.
until you in the comfort of, and wait until you are around where you got some ice packs so you can calm your face down. Now, I didn't tell you all that, but
No, that's okay.
every time I pass, I'm like, okay, act like you busy because I know me and I know my
Angela,
skin.
I
And
understand. I
I hate
understand.
telling people no. I hate telling people no. And I hate, um, I guess, feeling obligated because of, okay, now that's my friend and I should support her, but
Yeah,
no, I can't do
that's
it. I know me. I can't do it. So, yeah,
I've been there.
but
I've been there.
yeah.
Believe me, I've
So
been there.
you
And
know
and
what I'm
I
talking
think what I've really learned about in this business is you don't take any of that personally, which was the hardest thing for me. Like if somebody says no or they walk away, do not take it personally. It's not about you. And that was my biggest
right.
personal development growth. It's that they're not telling you no, they just say no to the services you're offering. That's okay. They may come back, they may not, but that's okay. So
Yes.
I didn't take it
And no is
personally,
growth.
believe me. It's about growth,
And
so
that's right. Every no is a growth. I had to learn that. I had to literally because as a child I felt rejected. And it took me until
yeah.
I was 41 years old to get
Mm-hmm.
that out of my system. And some still struggle with
Yes.
it. And when
Uh,
I don't like controversy, I don't like,
mm-hmm.
um, I had a very passive aggressive um, personality. And it would
Right.
take getting up here and then I would just blow up. And I
Been
didn't like
there.
that about myself.
Yeah.
And I
Uh-huh.
had to change that. So I learned that every no is a grow, and every yes, that's good too. But I learned
Yeah.
to grow from no because
Yes.
here no and all that stuff that was in my head, it would stick, and I would literally analyze it for 3 or 4 days. Well,
Yeah.
why did he tell me? Well, why couldn't I do this? Well, they should have accepted this, and they should. All of this is going through my head,
Mm-hmm.
and when you realize it, you're projecting it out on everybody else
Exactly.
around you that
Yes.
no and that rejection. And I had to learn how to let that stuff go and just live and be happy. And that's why I, I can sit here and do my Z formation and be happy.
Yes. I still can't
Yeah,
do it, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. No, but it's so true. My daughter tried to teach me, I
it's
still can't
true.
get it. No, but it's so true, and I think maybe I'm just at that age where you just have to like let stuff go, just let stuff go and
Yes.
try to be happy within yourself. And when you find that happiness within yourself, you are able to like release so much negative energy and just absorb all the positive. And once you're able to do that, things just start happening. You
Yes, they
know,
do.
things just start happening. So release the negative, embrace the positive, and
Yes.
just let it flow. So that's basically what life is all about. So thank you so much.
Very much. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your entrepreneurial experience. And again, we will be collaborating because I will be contacting
Yes,
you
we
in
will.
about 10 minutes.
I'll be
So be
waiting.
ready.
All right,
Okay.
honey. All right. Thank you so much.
You're
All righty.
welcome. All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Patsy, and she is with Ever Beauty Products. Now, I am the last one. I saved me for last because I wanted to have time for everyone else, and I will do this quickly. I not only do my job as an NCS, which is an entrepreneurial adventure all by itself because you have to put yourself out there and market yourself, and um, which is why I did the promotion video last week. But I am also, I started about, this is May, about 3 months ago, February, March, I started This Jam Good, which is a jam company. I was taught by my grandmother how to make jams and jellies, and I've kind of made them throughout life, and I, make them for my family. I have 5 boys growing up, so uh, going to buy Smuckers was, very expensive, especially when you got one that will eat a whole jar in one sitting. So I learned how to, buy some grapes, buy some apples, whatever, I could get my hands on, and I made jam for my family. And I started sharing with my friends. And then one person, and I shared it just by chance what I was doing on Facebook. And somebody said, I'll buy that. Are you selling? I'm like, sure, I'll sell you some. And this Jam Good occurred. I didn't have a name for it. And then my other business partner, Miss Chevelle, she came in and she said, This Jam Good. I said, that's a good title. I'm going to use it. So This Jam Good was born. Now, I am working on a subscription for This Jam Good. I am going to do a sampler box, a monthly sampler box with different jams inside. And if you would like to subscribe, you can go on my This Jam Good page and leave me a message. It's a Facebook page, and This Jam Good. And I know several nannies have tried it. I have done several giveaways, and I still plan on doing some more giveaways. Um, but I have about 20 different flavors now, and I plan on continuing to create more flavors. This is not something that you can go to the market and pick up off the shelf. I like to use fruits like passion fruit and dragon fruit and horned melons and Asian pears, and what else have I used? I've used blood red oranges. All right, Patsy, run on. I've used these oranges. They're called Ruby Tango mandarins, but they don't taste like oranges, and they're red inside, and they taste like berries. Literally, they taste like berries. So Just to give you a rundown of some of the names of, yes, Asian pears are good. I've used quince before. If you all don't know what a quince is, it's kind of a crossover between an apple and a pear, but it's very hard, and you have to cook it because trying to eat it is very hard. And if any of you know how to get a hold of a sugar apple, I saw them in Canada, but I couldn't bring them across the border. I am looking for some sugar apples because the inside of a sugar apple looks like little custard pods, and it tastes like custard pods. And I want to make a jam. Now, most of the fruit that I use are exotic fruits, um, plouts. If you don't know what a plout is, it's a plum and an apricot. I also use, what other fruits have I used? I've used ugly fruit. If you don't know what that is, it takes on its name. It is ugly. I've used rhubarb. I've made a what I call a salted caramel roux, and it has apples and a caramel sauce that I made that goes in it, and rhubarb, and it's kind of a salty, sweet, tangy. It's good. Red Dragon, Little Red Dress, Sensational Citrus, cotton candy. If you don't know about cotton candy, there are grapes that taste just like cotton candy. And it is rumored that they only come out once per year, and that's in the spring. So I made a batch of cotton candy. You grew up, okay, Patsy, you're going to have to tell me where I can get sugar apples because I want to try it personally and I want to make some jam out of it. I've been looking for some sugar apples and different melons. I'm working on a recipe now that's called Summer because summer's coming. So, and I'm holding a contest, and I am going to choose a winner, and I'm going to use whatever ingredients they put down. I may use several ingredients, majority of your ingredients. I have to make sure that these ingredients are going to taste well together because sometimes when I try things, they don't taste well together, and I have to start all over. So it's a science to it, putting the right exotic fruits together. Oh, yes, labor of love. Yes, labor of love. Emily, I made labor of love especially for my Sunday social group. It's a group of ladies that are doulas and postpartum doulas and chiropractors and doulas, chiro doulas and NCSs, which is a newborn care specialist, night nannies. Um, who else was here? Midwives and nannies, and we've yet to have a nanny, but I really want one here. But all of us come together, and we put our brains together because all of us touch the family in some way or another, whether we are the doula that starts out when mom is pregnant, or the birth worker who does the placenta, what is it called? The placenta encapsulation, I think that's what it's called. Or whether you are the postpartum doula who works with mom, or you are the nanny who works with the baby, or the overnight, the night nanny or newborn care specialist that works at night, or the chiropractor, because I didn't know until I had Alexandria on the show that chiropractors, once the baby is born, they give them adjustments. I had no clue that babies needed, and pregnant women go to the chiropractor to get adjustment to just, their hips. It takes your hips come unhinged. If you don't know this, if you've never had a baby, babies mess with your bodies and your back. And having a chiropractor to keep you in line makes your labor easier. So these are some of the things that I have learned. But I put together labor of love for, hold on, Let me grab my cord and plug my phone in. Oh, yep, yeah. Because it says that I am running out of juice. So, and it fell. There we go. Let me put this over a little bit. But anyway, I made Labor of Love, and it was made from with passion fruits and pineapples, because pineapple is supposed to be a natural labor enhancer. Hi, Stephanie, how are you? And I made this Labor of Love for the birth workers and the people who are deal with women and babies who, you know, go through labor. But it had bourbon in it, because who doesn't need a cocktail in a jar? But the bourbon was cooked off, the alcohol was cooked off, but it still had the bourbon flavor in there, and it had cherries, because cherries, and there's a few other exotic fruits that I put in there. So I like to put exotic fruits together and create something wonderful in a jar. And if you've ever tasted my jams, I've gotten so many different compliments, and I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I even had one lady who created a basket for her friend who was moving into a new house as a housewarming gift. And she sent me pictures of the basket, and pictures of some scones that she makes. And I'm going to learn how to make those, because she inspired me to learn how to make scones. But I am having the contest to see who can come up with the best ingredients for the new flavor, summer. And whoever comes up with the best flavors wins some jam and a little extra, but I'm not going to tell you what that little extra is right now. And if you would like to, like I said, if you would like to have a subscription, it's going to be 4 small jars of jam, and it's going to be $15 a month. And trust me, if you like jam, most of my jams you can put on ice cream, you can put over cheesecake. A lot of the ladies like it with brie and with cheese. Of course, brie is cheese, but I was referring to other cheeses too. And it's good with in oatmeal. I've had one nanny tell me that she put it in her child's oatmeal. It's not super sweet. I use the kind that I don't like super sweet stuff. I do love sweets, but not super sweet. So most of the jams call for like 8-9 cups of sugar, and I use half of that. So it's not super sweet. I try to buy ripened fruit because it's naturally sweet. So that's why, you know, and you can give it to the kids, and it's less sugar, and they won't be bouncing off the walls. So again, if you want a subscription, or if you would like to enter the contest, I'm going to post it tonight. I was waiting until I said it online. I'm going to post it tonight that we are having the contest, and you can go and put your best flavors, your best exotic fruits, and hopefully I can find them here in Dallas between Whole Foods and Sprout, because I like to buy my fruits fresh. I don't like using canned fruits. I don't like using if frozen fruits. I like them fresh, so and so I can pick through them, make sure I got the freshest ones. So when it comes to you, you got it. It's fresh. So that is my spiel, and that is my business. And I started my business because of a fluke. Somebody on Facebook said they wanted it, but it has evolved into more because I like sending jam to brighten up people's day. I like sending them as gifts. I like giving them away to friends. I like trying new flavors and sending to a consensus group and saying, tell me how you like this flavor. And then if they like it, I'll make a batch and put it on the market for sale. If not, it gets nixed. Uh, what is the shipping cost? Okay, so the shipping, I like to ship priority mail. But the priority mail here, it depends on where you live as to how much it costs. But I like to use the standard priority mail box, which is it's $14.35. But I also have what they call a priority regional. And if you are in certain areas, like in New York, the regional box, it will cost me $20 to send it to you. So I use the just the standard box. If it fits, it ships. And they also go by the weight. So the weight of it has a lot to do with the shipping. But I would say the most that the shipping is going to cost you is $14.35. I try to ship it the easiest way possible, the cheapest way possible, but the fastest way too. If I can ship it in a regional box, it still gets there in 2 days, but it costs less, then I will do that. But if not, if it's going to cost more than what if it fits, it ships box, I think it's $14.35. So that's the most that it will cost you on shipping. But I promise you, it is worth it. Hi, Meeches. How are you? Who else came in? Marie and Ro. Hi, Althea. How are you? Let's see. Anybody else? Yes, it's $15 plus the $14 for shipping or less. Because I have shipped it for a couple of boxes. They were like $9.90, and they had like 4 large jars in there. So it just depends on the region that you're in as to how much it costs. But the most that it will cost is $14.35 because the post office has set up, they have different size boxes, the small, the medium, and the large. But what they don't tell you is there's a size in between there that's regional, where you can send it according to what region people live in, and it can cost you less. But you have to order those online and have them delivered to your house, and then you get to ship it out in those boxes, which is what I did because I found out it costs more if I purchase a little small box from Walmart and take it to the post office. It cost me $19 to send it to someone in New York, which I don't feel is right because it's a smaller box than the priority box that the mail issues. But I'm not the one that makes the rules on shipping. Sorry. If it was up to me, I'd send it to you for $2. But it's not up to me. And I want it to be fresh and not broken and not damaged when it gets there. Because I try to bubble wrap it and put extra padding in the box and all that good stuff so that when it gets to you, it's good and fresh and nice and tastes good. And it's good on bagels, it's good on toast, it's good in oatmeal, it's good in ice cream, good with cheese, and anything else you can think of. Oh, and for those of you who are on the keto diet, I have some fruits, some purple passion. Who was it? Jess Sweet made a dessert using the purple passion tonight, and she posted it on This Jam Good, and it looks delicious. And I told her to send me the recipe so that I can try it, so I can attest to how good it is. But check This Jam Good. The page is facebook.com/This Jam Good. I will put the information on the on this post. So, and also moving on from this gem good to Ask the Nanny, I will be coming to Atlanta in June, the third weekend of June, the 20th through the 24th, and DC, I'm coming on July the 20th, and we're going to have a social in Atlanta and one in DC. So be on the lookout. I'm going to start advertising probably next week. We're still finalizing the place where we want to have it. So once we get that finalized and get all the monies paid and everything, then I will announce it, and you all, we are going to have a ball. I'm looking forward to seeing my DC nannies, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of my Atlanta nannies. ATL, I'm coming. I used to live in Atlanta, and I used to live in DC, so they have a piece of my heart there. So I get to see all my friends, all my nanny friends. I'm so excited. Yes, and last but not least, Nanny Palooza is open for registration, early registration. It's $175. It's going to be in Columbia, Maryland. Sign up now. I'm going to be there, and I want to see you there too. So look on nannypalooza.com and figure it out. Figure it out. And later this year, Ask the Nanny will be offering scholarships. Yes, we will. So just be on the lookout for that too. So there's a lot going on. Hi, Hope. Sorry. I remember what you told me now. Hi, Hope. But yes, we have a lot going on. I have a passion for nannies, and I want to see you all excel. I want to see you all get to the next level and be the best nannies. And even if you don't decide to stay a nanny for the rest of your life, that's what this show was about. Nanny entrepreneurs. We are more than just nannies. We have more creativity than just taking care of children. Taking care of children is what is one of the loves of our lives, but we have passions about look, I'm trying to talk too fast and my brain's going faster than my tongue. We have passions about other things, and I'm so excited for the young ladies that joined us today. And I am so excited for those who didn't join us, that have other businesses outside of the nanny community. I'm here. I want to help. I want to support you all. That's why I had this show tonight, and I will have another one probably later on during the year, so some more people can come on and you can share your businesses. And if you're starting up a business now and you get it in full swing, and even if it's not in full swing, when we have our next one, then we'll invite you, and you can come and tell us about your business, your entrepreneurial desires, and so we can help, and we can put you in contact with people that we know that you can use as resources to help your business thrive. I can't tell you enough. It is about who you know and their connections. And when you make connections and step outside of your comfort zone to make those connections, you will thrive. You can't do it all alone. I wished we could, but it takes help, and it takes outside help. And if you have the right people backing you, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. So I'm asking you to please support the ladies, the young ladies that were here tonight that told us about their business. Please support them, encourage them, even if it's just a kind word, way to go, whatever the case may be. Be sure to encourage them. And if you have a business and you didn't come on tonight, place your business in the comments, your website, your Facebook page, your information, your contact information. Place it here. That's right, Patsy. It takes a village. and I love my village, and I am trying to support my village any way that I can. I'm trying to support my village because not only do I have a passion for babies, but I have a passion for nannies too. And I want all of us to get to the next level. I want all of us to succeed. I can't tell you how it makes me feel when nannies send me private messages and tell me I got the job, or something you said on your podcast, it helped me and it made something click in my brain and I tried it and it worked. Or can you help me with this? How do I get started in that? And anything I have, I give, because I know when I give, it comes back to me. Not just what I gave out, but more than what I expected. And I'm telling you, you reap what you sow. So if you have somebody that's near you that's trying to start a business, that's trying to do something positive, and they ask you for help, help them. Be kind. It costs you nothing to be kind. Help them. It's like Patsy said, when she went to her meeting and all these ladies were there holding each other up, supporting one another, building each other up, trying to get each other to the next level. Each one, reach one, teach one. That's all I'm saying. Help your fellow sisters. Bring them up. If you have a way that you see them fall down, help them up. Bring them back up. Don't let them stay down there. Bring them back up. Each one of us helps to build each other up. That's just my firm belief. Now, I'm going to get off my soapbox and thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for being here. And again, if you please put your information for your business in the comments so that we can follow you. Put your Instagram, your social media links, put them in the comments so that we can follow you. We can like you. We can, because even if there's, the more you like somebody, should I say, put love or wow or any other emotion besides, I mean, it's okay to like them, but when you put other emotions on there, it helps the Facebook catches those algorithms and it boosts their posting to the top. And it keeps boosting that post. The more likes and loves they get, it keeps boosting it to the top, and more people are attracted to it, and it sends it through other people's feeds. And the more people that know about your business, the more business they're more likely they are going to look and want to find out, well, who is this? Who is this has this ever business? Who is this Nanny Kim on the go? Who is this old baby, concept? What in the world is going on? If you like and love people, love their comments and their postings and their blogs, whatever it is, it can cost you nothing to hit the button and say like. It costs you nothing to hit the button and say love. And keep it scrolling, because they get more attention from people who don't know them. And the same goes with you. If people are doing the same thing for you that you're doing for them, they will come and they will notice you and they will notice your business, and we can all grow together. That's all I'm saying. Let's grow together. Now, again, I'm going to get off my soapbox, and I will see you all next week. We have a special guest. Laura Brawley is going to be here, and she is going to be talking about contracts and work agreements. She is the author of the A to Z contract. I have it. I have the A to Z contract, and I'm telling you, it works. It works. I have used it as a nanny, and some of the things that I have had in, I've used parts of it in my NCS contract too. So it works across the board. You just got to know how to put it in there. Okay. Somebody's car alarm just went off and scared me because I thought it was mine, but it's not. Okay. So, but Laura Brawley will be here next week, so you all come back And you know, the last time she was in here, on here, was to tell us about the power of the word no, the power of saying no. Yeah, I think the internet, we kept getting having connection problems because there were so many people online. But you are, yes, Emily Carter, it is the best contract ever, 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 ever. So come back and see her and see what she says about contract. If you have any contract issues, if you have any questions, I'm sure she can help you. I'm sure there's something in her contract that addresses that. Pretty much guarantee it. Now, I will see you all next week. You all have a great week, and stay healthy and stress free. Love, live, laugh, dance, whatever you got to do. Be happy. I'll talk to you later.